Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are back on Minecraft building some other farm. And not just some other farm, we are building a tree farm. And yes, this may look familiar, this is a YouTube tutorial. I struggle greatly building tree farms because I don't know why, I just really struggle. So what I've got to do is just take a few screenshots just to make it a little bit easier. There we go. And that's literally what we'll do on here for. Also trying to look at also like the positioning of it, exactly where it is, whatnot. Because I like to build things as close, well, as accurate as possible. Just so that if I do decide to build something else on this island, it doesn't then interfere with that. And yeah, the reason why I'm starting in the creative world is because I've not actually got the resources yet. So I've had to sort of calculate how many resources I've got. And luckily I was smart. And I screenshotted the material list on my phone. So therefore, I can now just look at my phone and I'll know exactly what I need. But it's not actually that much. It's mainly blocks and that. So it's not the end of the world. Also, I want to show off like a few like things I've like planned out so far. So as I've sorted out all this terrain around here, just make it look a bit nicer. Just because I didn't like the random dip that was here. So I fixed that. Secondly, I've also figured out where I'm going to put the portal. And the portal's going to go in this mountain face right here. And it's going to have a nice polished andesite staircase going down. And then I don't know what path it's going to be here yet. But yeah, and I've also done a lot on my survival world. Like, a lot. Like, you're going to look at it and be like, what? So I'm going to quickly cut to when I'm in survival. I'm going to cut to when I'm in survival and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm now back on the survival world and I'm going to show you exactly what I've done before I start this video. And I've cleared my hotbar, you probably got a hint. Here we go. I have redecorated this entire biome, this entire island. So as you saw from the last episode, this was all moss blocks, but I was having second thoughts about it. I was like, I do really prefer the grass, so I decided to go out and basically essentially cover everywhere with grass. And it took me about 3 full days to get this all done. Like 3 full days as in, from the moment I woke up to the moment I basically went to bed. 3 days. And that was just doing the grass. It took another 2 full days to do the trees. Because on them 2 other days I had work. Whereas like this week I had Tuesday, Wednesday, and had like most of Thursday off. So to me I was just like, well, okay, I'll just chill. And then yeah, it was just, it took ages. So now what I've done is to place all the azalea trees I've placed exactly where the mushrooms were. Some of them are a few blocks out just to sort of space them out a little bit. And all the birch and oak trees are just dotted around. And my plan is, rather than redecorate this entire mushroom, I'm going to chuck loads of red mushrooms around the place. Especially around this area to sort of make it look like the mushroom biome's been taken over by the azalea forest, as I like to call it. And then as I go further out, the mushrooms are going to sort of slowly sparse out up to eventually there's going to be no more on like the other half of the island. Yeah, not only have I added trees, I've also added waterways. So here's like the biggest one. As you can see, it's still not fully done. But I want to add some like sand and gravel in here, just make it look a bit more realistic, because you can tell I just built this over. And the most realistic Minecraft feature here, waterfall. That is right. I've created my own waterfall because I could. And this all goes all the way over here. I did try to make a waterfall going all the way over to like off this slope, but it didn't look good. So I just decided, I'm just gonna leave it how it was. Yeah, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna fly over the island, show you exactly what I've done. And some of the leaves are a bit like out of place. There's a few big trees that I didn't like, so I had to get rid of them. But yeah, so all these trees are where the big trees were. I need to get rid of that one, but I'll do that in due time, just because today we're not focusing on that. But I've done all around here. There's a few areas that looks a bit empty, but there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. But yeah, I've got another little water thing over here. Only a small one. It's not massive, but I just wanted to add these, sort of add a bit of decor to the place. I don't really like having like the tall grass around my builds. I might add a little bit, but to be honest, I've done enough of terrain changes over the last week, and I'm tired of it. And there you go. I've only got 3 water features, well, waterways around here, and this is the 3rd one, which I had to dig out myself, which was painful. This one I had to like mainly touch up a little bit, and that one over the 3rd one on the other side, I had to basically dig the whole thing out myself. I was just like, ugh. Yeah, I don't know where my mule's gone. Either my mule's died. I'm not sure one of my skeleton horses are gone. I think they've been struck by lightning. Or they've just despawned, or the trees killed them. Or they spawned at the top of the tree and are just wandering the island. Well, I hope not, because I'll never find them again. But it is an island, so I should find them easy enough. But yeah, today, as I say, we've got to build a tree farm. So I actually need to get started on that. So let's head down. I think that's all. Yeah, I think that's all I've done. Yeah, that's literally all I've done. I've not done anything else. I've just resurfaced the land. Yeah, I did say it would. You would not imagine. Well, I didn't say that, but it's different to what you saw last and I'm exhausted. My axe has taken a hell of a beating. I've had to repair my axe like 3-4 times. I've had to repair my shovel a few times, my pickaxe a few times. It's just mental. So I've had to keep going to the Enderman farm to keep fixing it. I'm hoping they fix the bug soon with the Ravagers. If not, I'll have to make a whole new raid farm. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. My girlfriend called me. Apparently, they're shutting off my town square on Sunday as part of the Christmas thing, and I have to live in my town square. Like, I have to go through the middle of the town to get home, and obviously, they might not allow our car through, but that's where I come in, and to be honest, I nearly had to drive through Memorial Sunday service the other week so I could get to work. Luckily, I started at 4 and it ended at like 11:30. But usually, if I was starting at that sort of time, I would have had to drive through Remembrance Sunday Parade, which I would not feel happy about doing. But if I've got to go to work, I've got to go to work. And just like this, if I've got to go home, if I've got to get my girlfriend's car home, they're not legally allowed to stop me from going. I haven't access to my house. They're not actually allowed to do that. So, yeah, I might have to drive through a Christmas party. So I'm going to quickly make the outline of the farm and like sort of dig out everywhere I need to. And also I need to go to the toilet, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I've done a little bit of work and I've built all the external walls just because it sort of got to the point where I was cutting down a lot of trees and it was taking a while. And to be honest, I've only got an hour to film this, so I'm just like, okay. So I'll try to get this done in the next hour, which to be honest, it's possible. Like, I'll probably build in the next 20 minutes. But I've just got to build all of this down. I've just got to quickly make sure I get it all built down. Actually, I need to look at where the blocks are positioned, don't I? So what I need to do, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, so all this needs to be dug down. And then I've got to fill in the floor. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place the floor down and then back as soon as I can. Okay, so I've made a little bit more progress. I'm now just placing in all of the water for this place. And honestly, it's starting to look more like the tree farm. So what I can do now is I can do that, and I can do that, make it look a little bit nicer, and then I can do this and this, and just to make sure I've got it all done right, I'm going to place one block in there, and they should line up perfectly. Yep, there we go. So what we've got to do now is, it'll probably be a smart choice to maybe put in the chest, just so then we've got a little bit of, there we go. So if we put in the chest, make it a little bit easier, so we can actually place the ladders in. Ah, you bastard. Right, so let's get this sorted. So chests like that. Ideally I want stone bricks all around. Just place them in. And that. Then we want them in there. And then we want something to stop blocks from floating through, so we want to put some glass in. And there we go. And then from there it's just a simple case of, well, praying for the best. I can put a nice little corridor section in here, so boom, boom, boom. Oh dear. There we are. And you want 2 blocks there for the grass blocks, make it look a bit more natural. And then we want the ladders. I don't think this is the right way of doing it, but I'm just like, if it works, it works. So we want that, and there we go. That is the tree storage room done. That is how easy this is. There's something nice and basic. And now we want to go a few blocks this way. And then, yeah, I'm going to quickly find out the block placement. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I've now figured out where to place everything, and I've realised I've built this slightly wrong. And by slightly wrong I mean I've built it 1 block too low everywhere else, so that's why it looks a bit like it's in a hole when it's not meant to be. But how I look at it, I've built it 1 block too low, so it doesn't break the farm in any way. It doesn't do anything like that. I've just got to make sure I count a certain amount of blocks up, which isn't, end of the world. I've now just got to place all these slabs down, and the farm's pretty much there. It's just a case of me actually building. Well, this is just a collection area, and that's what takes the time. All I've got to do now is look at screenshots, which I can literally just look at this and be like, right, okay, I need to go 5 blocks out from this point, so that's literally all I do. And then what I do is break that, place that down, and do that. And there we go. I'm almost certain that is the farm done. That's how easy this thing was. And to be honest, I do have a little bit of time, so I could move the portal, but I won't have time to do the terraforming around it. Okay, so I'm over at the portal site where I'm going to be building the portal. I don't know how I'm going to build this thing.